Alright, legends, excuse the makeshift tripod I got here. My BCAA is holding my phone up, but I'm back. So I took quite a few months off YouTube actually. I started to really get into it, really enjoy it, and then I made that my my comp day video a couple days after I competed. And then after that, in regards to like motivation when it comes to content and stuff, it just went down. I wasn't demotivated, but I wasn't focused on it as much as I wanted to be and what I should have been to progress with what I want to achieve. And I was so focused on other things, getting my life just back to normality, in regards to everything, eating normal, not being so focused on just training and diet, and actually trying to enjoy life a little bit more. And then I kind of forgot about all my social media that I really wanted to grow. So even Instagram, I haven't grown much in the last probably in the last 3 or 4 months. I haven't grown much at all on any social media. So I'm back, I'm doing YouTube now. I'm absolutely going to do everything I can to upload. At least my first aim is 2 to 3 times a week, because I absolutely love it. I want to show you guys everything. I want to bring not just informative content, because I think that's boring as fuck. Everyone I watch on YouTube is more lifestyle vloggers and stuff like that. And I want to bring my side of my personality into my YouTube channel. I want to bring more of my lifestyle into my personality. And yeah, so I'm going to take you through today. Today's Thursday the 4th. I'll run you through a few things that I'm going to take you through today. Probably 3 main things. I'll take you through my leg workout, which will be in about half an hour's time. Keen. I got a pretty important appointment at the hospital today, and I will take you guys through why I'm going there, and that's kind of be something I've been struggling with in the last probably 2 months as well. So I'd like to take you through that. And then the last thing is why I've cut out caffeine. It's been 63 days today since I've had a drop of caffeine, and I think I want to explain to you all why, and my thoughts on cutting out caffeine as well. So yeah, that's going to be the 3 main topics today. Hope you enjoyed the video.
So all of you mother can sing to it. I was born to be victorious, most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all the hate that displayed, we remain warriors. I was born to be victorious, most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all the hate that displayed, we remain warriors. Tried to overlook a rival, all eyes on me 'cause I got no competition. Now looking at an idol, your dough ain't long enough to pay for my attention. Tried to overlook a rival, all eyes on me 'cause I got no competition. Now looking at an idol, your dough ain't long enough to pay for my attention. I was born to be victorious, most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all the hate that displayed, we remain warriors. I was born to be victorious, most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all the hate that displayed, we remain warriors. I'm in it just to rewrite history, 'cause I'm in the mood to label us the leaders of the new school. This ain't for the radio, can't find this on YouTube. This the type of killing that these critics ain't used to. Victorious, victorious, victorious. In this day and age, I got time for innovation, time to be creative, time too big to waste on my time on critics hating. Flattered by your opinions to show you I'll just embrace it. Now watch a worldly sunrise up, no daylight savings, go nuts when I have to. Glaze back my sound in this beats on the house that we dreaming. Watch me way back up in the castle, my thoughts are distorted, 'cause I recall guys were hating uncommonly. All of them became common denominators. Hold up, try competition. Now looking at an idol. Your dough ain't long enough to pay for my attention. Man, it's the gospel for the black sheep. I guess it got a banging ring to it. Quiet with triumph on the rap league. So all of you motherfuckers sing to it. I was born to be victorious. Most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all the hate that displayed, we remain warriors. I was born to be victorious.
Alright, so just been to the hospital and I have got my heart monitor that I will be wearing for a whole week, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute. It's probably the most horrible thing ever, but gotta do what I gotta do, and I'll explain why I'm wearing it right now. Alright, so basically, just to cut a long story short, the reason why I'm wearing this this ECG Holter monitor for the next 7 days is because about 6 weeks ago I had a bit of a scare with my heart, and I basically 6 weeks ago training legs. While I was training, I had skipped heartbeats for about 25 minutes straight. Now I have had palpitations and problems with my heart since I was about 16, but nothing has ever lasted that long. So that was a bit of a kick in the ass to really get my situation sorted and find out what's wrong. Okay, so I originally went and got a Holter monitor, the same thing I got on right now, just for 24 hours. Now that was a bit of a pain in the ass because they gave it to me on a Friday. I only had a light chest session that day, pretty chill day with clients, and it didn't trigger anything, so they didn't pick anything up. So fast forward 4 weeks, because that's how long it takes to fucking get this thing. I am wearing this ECG monitor, which is going to track my everything, literally everything, blood pressure, heart rate, everything, for the next 7 days. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, probably vlog the day that I return this next week, and then hopefully find out what's wrong. If nothing's wrong and it's just something I'm born with, then good news. It's going to probably cut my anxiety about the whole situation. But if there is something wrong, that's kind of good as well, because then I can sort it out, take medication. I don't know what I need to do, but it's definitely something that's has made training harder. Anxiety has been worse, and I'll talk about that a bit later when we talk about why I cut caffeine. So yeah, that's basically the situation now. I'll quickly show you guys. So it's pretty fucked up. I'm wearing a bloody fanny pack, which holds the monitor in it. And then, oh, the lighting, man. That's what happens. There's 3 sticky things on me, so a bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, so apologies if I look like a bit of a hood rat at the moment and it's pitch black, but I've just finished work and taken the doggo for a walk. Anyone that follows me on social media knows I love my doggo. I always take her for walks. So yeah, basically I was gonna get my phone out and discuss the reason why you probably watch this video, and I'll probably put it in the subtitle or the title as well, is why I quit caffeine. So basically what I was explaining in the car about my heart and whatnot, that was kind of that the deciding factor that I was like, you know what, I might come off caffeine for a little bit. Well, basically what happened about a couple of months ago with my heart, I didn't want to take caffeine for probably 3 main reasons. One of them was the anxiety that I got, that was caused by these skip heartbeats and whatnot, and the caffeine just kind of accentuated it. So if I was going to train, because it took me about a week to decide that I was coming off caffeine after I had the little situation with my heart, and that week following, every single session I had, I would have a cup of coffee, whatever, and then like a couple of sets into my workout, I'd always just get palpitations more regularly than usual. And obviously these weren't super bad, nowhere near as bad as the big one about 6 to 8 weeks ago, the last 25 minutes. But it would really throw me off my workout, make me anxious. I'm just getting sore. Make me anxious, and yeah, my sessions were terrible. So I decided, all right, I'm gonna cut caffeine, see how I feel, see if it cuts my anxiety about my heart and my palpitations and whatnot. And yeah, honestly, it did just that. My sessions were so much better because I wasn't really worrying about it. The palpitations happening during my sessions were much lower. It might happen once or twice while I'm training instead of up to 10 times. And so yeah, that was the biggest one, more just the anxiety around it. And then 2, doctors recommended it to me. I was honest with them and said, look, when I was prepping and even out of prep, I would have quite a bit of caffeine. I pour my own coffee in the morning, so I'm probably having 2-3 coffees worth, the odd white monster and stuff. So I was having a bit of caffeine, and yeah, so I was honest with them and they said, look, it's probably the best idea to cut it. And then thirdly, and I think this applies to everyone, is that I think everyone should have a break from it from time to time, because I see a lot of guys, they'll take a scoop of pre-workout, and a couple months later, that scoop of pre-workout isn't giving them the feeling they had at the start. So they take 2, and then all of a sudden, they're having like a fucking gram of caffeine a day just to keep up with their tolerance levels, and it's just not good. So definitely recommend coming off it from time to time. So yeah, so that's why I cut caffeine. Now into my thoughts on cutting caffeine and how it's going to affect you, pros and cons to it. Okay, so disclaimer, the pros and cons are going to be different and varied from person to person. Some people actually might have no pros to it. It might not make them feel any different. It'll probably be worse than anything because they just don't get that kick. But to be honest, most people, you'll see a big benefit. And here's some of the benefits I found. So to be honest, first 2 weeks, pretty hard. Getting headaches, very lethargic, tired in the morning. And yeah, it was pretty hard. But once my body adapted, honestly, it felt amazing. So biggest benefit was the way I felt in the afternoons. I didn't have that 4 p.m. kind of 4 p.m. Downer when I started feeling a bit tired, and I was like, oh, a few sessions to go, just kind of grind them out type feel. Honestly, I felt amazing in the afternoon, so that was probably the biggest benefit for me, especially doing PT and especially being busier in the at the night time. That benefit was amazing. And then the second benefit was, once my body adapted, it was actually a lot easier to wake up in the morning. I didn't feel as lethargic, and I didn't feel like I hit a brick wall when I woke up. Jumped out of bed, so that was good. And then probably a third thing was, I didn't need that caffeine reminder to tell my body it was workout time. And that's what a lot of people have. They kind of have to have the caffeine, otherwise their body isn't ready for the workout, or they don't think they are. So I didn't have to worry about that. I could just get straight into a workout, saved a bit of money as well. So yeah, honestly, I want you to, if there's 3 things to take away from this, remember that caffeine isn't bad for you. It's just something that anything in a lot of in a high dose is always going to have its health disadvantages. So caffeine isn't bad for you. Just monitor how much you're having, monitor your tolerance, and come off it when you feel like you need to. And when you come off it, take at least 2 to 3 weeks. I'll probably say 2 weeks. Second thing is that if you suffer from anxiety, now obviously that's a completely different topic, and I'll tell you right now, I don't suffer from anxiety. Anyone that knows me, I'm so chilled. I don't really get anxious about anything, but when it came to my heart, that was a completely different story, and that did definitely catch my anxiety. So if you're an anxious person, caffeine, you know, you're gonna do more harm than good having caffeine if you're quite anxious. And third thing is there's no miracle benefits coming off caffeine. It's just more of a lifestyle benefit than anything else. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Come on. Yeah, probably gonna be an early one for me because I got a 5:15 a.m. start tomorrow. So walk this doggo home, have some dinner. I actually might show you my dinner before I close out the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And remember, like I said at the start, subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna be uploading a lot more regularly. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.
Yo, what you doing,